Hi guys! Today on this episode of Buro Boss Girl, we are at Pangkor Laut Resort at this beautiful gazebo with Izrin Ismail, who's from the Innai Group. Izrin, can you please give a short intro of yourself?
First of all, thank you so much for having me part of Buro and Buro Boss Girl. I'm the founder of Innai and also Innai Red.
You started in the company by co-handling with your mom.
Yes.
How did that all start? Were you interested in fashion since you were young? Or?
I never knew that I would land it in the fashion industry to begin with. I do a lot of talking, to be honest. So I thought one day I'll become like, I don't know, a TV host or a presenter or something to do with public relations. I thought I'd be landing up something like that. In 2008, after my studies and after doing some, I did work elsewhere as well. So in the fashion line, just to get an idea and an understanding. And I knew that there'll be a point of time where I need to take the business over. So in 2008 is where I full-fledged took it over from my mom. Bits by bits, and yeah, that's how Innai Batik started.
What were some of the most important lessons you've learned from your mom?
There are a lot of things that you just need to be handy and learn along the process and the way. So things like that, I think, is something that is very valuable to me.
What is it about batik that you love most?
So pretty much it's just like a painting. So when a painter paints a certain picturesque picture or anything like that. So it's the whole process and how you should treasure a piece of batik is actually just like a piece of painting that you hang on your wall that you value.
Moving on to Innai Red, you founded Innai Red a couple years back.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, later when I've taken over Innai and I saw that there was a very strong presence in ladies customizing their clothes. We Malaysians tend to customize with the baju kurung or some dresses, and we got so many events. And even now we just export Chinese New Year, we'll talk about that later. So there's a huge demand in getting your pieces made to measure.
Back to the Chinese New Year collection, what made you decide to come up with a collection this year?
We had a lot of inquiries for cheongsams, but they were attending weddings and tea ceremonies and whatnot. So I just want to see what's the response, and I have to say it has been really great.
What are some of your hopes towards the local fashion industry?
I think you need to find the unique essence of your product and make sure you try to stay focused and and try to market it as best as you can. Yeah, I feel that what we have now is a saturation of the same thing, so it's a bit diluted.
What are some of the proudest achievements that Innai and Innai Red has done so far?
I guess my proudest achievement is to see how the company has grew, the brand has grew for the past 7 years. This is for Innai Red. Even the Queen of Selangor noticed us and we managed to dress her for a lot of occasions. For a very young brand, strong locally is the best start, I feel. So I just hope that, in the long run, we get to step out from a bit of the comfort zone and, try where we can fit in internationally.
You mentioned you have an all-girls team.
Yes.
How's the working dynamic between you, Irene and Giuliani, and what do you think about female in fashion?
Like I said, when I started the brand, I wanted it to be an all-girls team. Well, I do have 2 boys in the team, which is my husband Marcus, and also we've got another tailor. So apart from that, they're all girls. It's nice because we're women dressing for women. So we understand our body more, we understand our customers' bodies, and we know not just knowing what looks good on them and what doesn't. It's more of understanding a little bit of emotions, personality, and the dynamic working with Irene and Giuliani has been great because they also refer themselves as yin and yang because they balance each other. They're slightly different in terms of their design essence, but they complement very well.
Your husband manages Innai as well?
Yes.
How does that work out for you as a couple?
I have to say, Marcus, my husband Marcus, he joined Innai I would say, when we started Innai Red. Yeah, and he has been such a great person to be with the company, to be honest. And he is the accounts man, he is the HR, he does payrolls, he does everything, really everything. Because he does things very diligently and so organized that sometimes, you know, it's always like there's something to blame, it's always me. I guess sometimes you just need that kind of person, very rigid, you know, very systematic, I would say. So he instilled that in the brand.
What about motherhood? How do you juggle motherhood and your career?
I have to say that what motherhood, work, and has been a beautiful journey. I'm sure it goes for all mothers as well. I think what is the essence is time, you know, how you balance out your time. And my mom overlooks my son as well, apart from having a good help. So that helps a lot. I'm very thankful that my working time is quite flexible. So I have to say that I start a bit late during the day in the office, but I work slightly later than the rest. So I start my day in the morning because I know in the morning it's quite crucial for me to bond with my son before he preps him before he goes to school. And we send him to school. So we have send him to school, and I'll start a little bit my day in the office, and in the afternoon we fetch him from school. So I guess you just need to find the right time.
Back to this beautiful location, do you have any packing tips for a beach getaway?
My batik pieces, of course, parios are very versatile because you can wear it as a sarong and you also can do it as a dress. And kaftans are great because they give you that whole, when you walk and when the wind blows, it gives you that whole airy and flowy illusion. So that's lovely. I packed that. Of course, sunnies. I'll never forget sunnies. I bring 2 or 3 every time, not just one. Options, yeah.
What do you think are some of the qualities a boss girl should have?
A good interaction with your team members, and organized with your time, and very focused in what you do and try to build it as a teamwork effort rather than just a you know, where you're just gonna work solely kind of thing. So it's like a teamwork effort. So I think that's best. So you just stay focused, make sure you push your product, believe in your product. Therefore, yeah, that's how you can go far.
If you have any advice for all the aspiring boss girls out there, what do you think they should do when they start out?
In any industry you go into, it's not just about the fun and the glamour of it. You need to build your label and your team, and you know, it's making sure that it's a team effort. Yeah. And of course, your product, whatever you're doing, needs to speak on its own, and you as a boss girl need to be the voice of your brand.
Thanks, Izrin, for the lovely chat today.
Thank you so much for having me part of the Buro Boss Girl.
I hope you're enjoying the Buro Boss Girl series, and thanks for watching.